Dear Ubisoft, could you could you please make the Division not suck? I would be much appreciated. Yours sincerely, a concerned gamer. What's up, people? Nah, man. Look, I just thought I'd throw all my eggs in this one video, so to speak, if that makes any sense. But nah, man. To be quite honest, I've been looking forward to the Division. I know a lot of people are not. Definitely not. Most of my subscribers, most of the people that I tend to listen to, and the people that I like to listen to on YouTube, yeah, they'll be skipping this. they'll, they'll be skipping this game. Thank Man, oh man, I can't tell you how many people. Yeah, it's a very split line. You know what I'm saying? There's people that like it, and then there's people that just do not like it at all, which is, which seems to be the, the majority apparently. But hey, I mean, for me, I do like what Ubisoft is doing. The Tom Clancy thing, like that one, sort of put me off guard. Like I wasn't too sure what to think of, especially when the title reads Tom Clancy's The Division, but then when you play, or at least when I played the closed and open beta, I was sort of like, are you sure this is a Tom Clancy game? But but to be honest, it is a beta, so that what we were given in the beta was just a little slice, a very small little, yeah, slice of the final game. Yeah, so but I mean, even then I played the beta, and I was thinking to myself, geez, there's no crouch button, huh? That's a bit funny, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, you can't take down enemies from behind cover. It's like, okay, and and then as for the enemies, like there is no lure system. Lure, geez, is that even the right word? Geez, I might not be, I might not even be using the word correctly. But you know how especially Splinter Cell, how you can lure uh, enemies to you or away from you. Whereas the enemies in the division are very simple, I guess you could say. You can't interrogate them, you can't lure them away or towards you, and you can't and you can't perform a stealth takedown on the enemies. The enemies are just programmed to be shot at. Pretty much, you just pick an enemy and you just shoot, and keep shooting until everyone's asleep. Pretty much, and then you progress to the next area, which is not too bad. I don't mind it, but I have to keep reminding myself this is not your traditional Tom Clancy game, because whenever I see the word Tom Clancy, I always think Splinter Cell straight away. Ghost Recon straight away, Rainbow Six straight away. Whereas this, The Division, is not at all like any of those games. This is like a whole complete. Yeah. In a way, this is like a completely different take on a Tom Clancy game, which, to be honest, I'm all for it. I've been looking for uh, new experiences, I guess you could say, and what Ubisoft has brought to the table, I can dig it. I just keep forgetting that it's that the Division isn't your typical Tom Clancy. It's a Tom Clancy slash RPG slash MMO open world third person shooter. I keep forgetting, because because when I see Tom Clancy, I think straight away, Splinter Cell and all those ones. But at the end of the day, I'm willing to see what Ubisoft has to offer, and I'm not too sure if I've said this, but I will be getting the Division. I mean, look, man, I think the story of the Division looks massive. I mean, the setting itself looks like Tom Clancy. The environment, just the whole storyline of this virus infecting a big huge cities like Manhattan, like New York and whatever. I like the story. It sounds so cool and just and real, which is exactly what Tom Clancy is. Tom Clancy is very down, very very realistic. And that's what I liked about the games. And the Division well, in this case, the Division's story, the gameplay, but the story though is definitely Tom Clancy, or is definitely what the story gives me that same Tom Clancy feeling, if that makes sense. Whereas the gameplay for the Division is something I haven't quite seen before from the series. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm up for it. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do, because obviously the beta was very restricting. And although I have heard the developers say that it's a tactical third-person shooter, but in the beta you didn't really feel that tacticalness, or at least I didn't kind of feel that sort of tacticalness feeling you know. But I think that that's because it was a beta, and that most of your skills and perks and talents and all of that were locked off, or you could only choose from like four different talents or abilities, So maybe, but since I'm going to be playing the full game, and that everything is being unlocked. Like for instance, the crafting that was not even in the beta, whereas the final product, it might actually give me that Clancy feeling that I've been sort of missing, or that seems to be missing in the beta, So yeah, yeah. So that's that. The other thing that I wanted to quickly mention is the is Ubisoft. Now I'm a big fan. I mean, I love their games and what they've done. Especially especially the first two Assassin's Creed games. I thought they were marvelous. I thought they were like really good games, as well as their previous Prince of Persia. I like those games. Those were really good, as well as their Tom Clancy games, of course. But man, their recent installments, their recent titles. Oh man, I don't know what the hell. What happened to Ubisoft? The one that we used to know from last gen. Because this gen, they're just not even. Oh man, they haven't. Man, Watch Dogs. I mean, I was like, I mean, I liked Watch Dogs. Don't get me wrong, but it just was not the game that they showed us, and and it just I mean, Ubisoft tends to make some massive concepts. They've got some just some amazing concepts for their games, and amazing IPs that seem so interesting and so uh, it's, it makes jeez, can you speak? Oh, it it just man, their previous games were on point. Let's say that. Where's this? It's Watch Dogs, and then after that was Unity. I was like, oh man, oh no, not two in a row. It's like, oh please, not. Far Cry 4 was all right. I didn't mind that, but then that Unity, oh man, oh, and then the Crew. Oh my goodness. Oh man, oh man. I'm not too sure what happened to them. What happened, man? Oh, I don't know. But I mean, hey, I still have faith in Ubisoft, even though they've kind of dropped the ball like more than once, like damn near 3, 4 times. But but I think yeah, with the Division, I just hope that they can really, you know, um, yeah, yeah, the Division. I'll be grabbing that. I'm still excited for it, as well as Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now that game looks like a Tom Clancy game. Straight up the gameplay, the story, the cartel, oh man, that looks marvelous. That looks bloody amazing, man. But this Division, after I've played the beta, I'm not too sure where Ubisoft wants the game to go, in terms of the future, because I'm kind of worried that the Division might end up being another crew, where people stopped talking about the crew like 2-3 months later. It's like, oh, there's no one playing what happened to the crew? It's just, it just came out. How come no one's talking about it? Because the crew's all has has been traded back into, to the games shops and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I just hope the Division isn't another crew, or isn't another game, or sorry, isn't another Ubisoft game where people just forget about it and don't mention it to, 4 weeks later or something. It's like, oh my god, yeah. Anyways, this is just, I'm just babbling now. Thanks for watching. Be safe, everyone, and I'll catch you guys up later. Peace.